Hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Stay Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Over there is Daby Cab, and we're here to break down another Saturday slate of baseball. Nice to see everyone in the chat. Bright and early here on a Saturday morning. Daby Cab, how are you?
Oh man, doing the morning routine right here. I've already made 3 bets today. I'm ready to probably make a couple more with my guy Ron, D Trip, Stacks in the chat. Wine time, shout out Wine Time and Walk Off Wagers. Ready to go, Jose. I'm ready to get paid today, man. I'm feeling good.
Yes, let us get paid indeed here. Nice to see everyone in the chat. As always, the link to the show is in the chat here. I'll put it again in there, but it is pinned to the top of the chat. So if you have a best bet, a something that you want to share with us, best sports gambling related, it doesn't have to be baseball, could be any sport. But if you have a best bet, a play that you must give out, you want to give out to the people, hit that link and join us and let us know in the private chat what game you want to talk about. So let's get after it here. Let's break it down and let's roll here. Had a good day yesterday, so we are in a good mood. Cubs versus Tigres here. We've got Tyler Holton versus Jamison Tyone here.
Good
Now,
mood.
excuse me?
Good God, I don't want to see what you're like when you're in a bad mood.
My pussy is very salty and it is not fun. If you want to see me in a bad mood, thank you for the plug opportunity, Daby Cab. Sunday night baseball here coming up tomorrow. Red Sox versus Yankees. We will be hosting the live stream 5:30 Central Time, 6:30 Eastern start time, 30 minutes before the game. We'll be watching the game, Red Sox Yankees. I'm not looking forward to it, but it's going to be a lot of fun to hang out with you guys and maybe not watch the game. Tyler Holton, though, versus the Chicago Cubs here, best offense in baseball in this line, has seemingly flipped from Cubs or from Tigers to Cubs. We're seeing at Penny, it opened up minus 106, Cubs minus 104, Detroit, and goes up to minus 114, Chicago, while our friends that we used to play poker with, they opened up minus 111 Detroit, plus 101 Chicago, quickly go to minus 105 each way, and is now Chicago favored here. At one point, it got up to minus 120, then comes right back down to minus 114 there. Very interesting game. Tyone on the bump here, pitcher that we've been capping for quite a little bit here. I don't know how I feel about him. Definitely a start to start kind of thing, more based on his opponents than him. His last 2 starts against Cincinnati and Colorado, 6 and a third, 2 earned runs on a home run there. Colorado 6 and a third, 4 hits, 1 earned run, and I'll even go back one more against shitty Miami, 7 innings, 1 earned run. So probably the best lineup he's faced here in a little bit in Detroit. Tyler Holton on the other side, people will be asking, how long are we going to get old Tyler Holton today? Well, going to be like 1, 2 innings, maybe. And RotoWire has Kiter Montero as the actual starter here. So people ask, what about Kiter Montero? What about him? How has he done in the last few times he's been out there? On June 1st, 4 2/3, 7 hits shutout against the Royals. On the 26th of January, February, March, April, May 26th, 5 innings, 1 hit shutout. So he's been pitching really well as of late here, but I don't know if I'm going to step in front of this. I still kind of lean Cubs with that offense after seeing Scooble and getting shut out. Daby Cab, what do you think?
As a game I didn't bet, it seems like an easy choice of what to bet. I bet the Cubs. I mean, look, shout out to the Tigers. What do they got, like 42 or 43 wins right now?
Yep, best record in baseball.
Shout out to the Tigers, man. And it's cool to see what they've done. They've done it like, within the clubhouse. They've kept, players. They've developed players. So shout out to the Tigers. That being said, even with them having the best record in baseball, the Cubs are still a better hitting baseball team, right? And to simplify this, I like Tyon better, all right? And I know that you just explained Holton's probably going to throw the first inning and that's it, and we're going to get a switch. Either way, I still like Jamison Tyon better as my starting pitcher. over those two guys. And I think the Cubs are a better hitting team. I guess the Tigers are at home, so there's a stripe for them. I think at minus 120 with Tyon on the mound, I think the Cubs is probably something that I might bet. I just haven't done it yet.
I see what you did there. A stripe on the Tigers there. 56% of the bets on the Chicago Cubs, 61% of the money on Detroit. It's a pretty split, if we're being honest. A little bigger bets on Detroit, 71% of the bets on the under, 57% of the money on the under. So some bigger bets on the over here. I probably lean towards the over and I lean towards Chicago, but let's not move on this game for my purposes here.
I got to grab a lighter. Shout out Nutflesh and Troy, man. See you guys in there. And Markel, man. Everybody, D-Tip. Everybody. I'll be real quick. Gotta get a lighter.
Yeah, do your thing. Our guy, shout out to Troy Torrance, by the way. I saw his son, Tatum, a name of a champion, dressed up in a market efficiency data t-shirt, and I got a good hearty chuckle about that. So shout out to you there, Troy. And yes, I do lean your Cubbies today. So let's keep it rolling and let's move on to Toronto Blue Jays versus the Minnesota Twins here. Good pitching matchup. Chris Paddock, who has turned into a decent to good pitcher, if you like that kind of thing, versus, by the way, Coco Gauff wins the French Open. Shout out to Coco Gauff. But Toronto, Minnesota here. 87% of the bets are on the under, but 79% of the money is on the over in this game. Fascinating. 50% of the bets on each side, I guess I should say, and 60% of the money on Toronto. So fascinating stuff here. Let's talk about that total with that big market split there. Again, I'll read it off one more time for you guys. 87% of the tickets are on the under, but 79% of the money on the over in this game. And it seems like the market doesn't give a flying fuck because this opened up at a juiced under 8.5 here. Penny, who we think is a sharp book, opened it up at just straight 8, minus 112 to the over. It is now minus 109 to the under. Where we used to play poker at minus 120 to the 8.5, and then moves it at like 2 a.m. to 8, and then that minus 128 has now go to the minus 120 under 8. So it's a fascinating game market standpoint wise. It's a tough one for me to try to sink my teeth into. As you guys know, how I cap here. Kevin Gausman, for those who have missed his last 2 starts, 4 2/3, 3 earned runs against the Athletics, and that was off of 2 beautiful starts at Texas, who everyone dominates now. 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 7 innings shutout against the Padres. So a little bit of a comeback down to earth start last time out, but Gausman has been solid all year. Paddock, 8 innings, 1 earned run in his last appearance against at Seattle, I should say. I would much rather be fading him here, so maybe a team total over for Toronto, but it doesn't seem like I'm going to be moving on this game either. Cab, what do you think?
I was pricing the team total right when you said that, so it could be the opposite of great minds think alike, but at least we're thinking alike.
2 fucking dickheads think the same thing. Watch out.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it, bro. It's like minus 135 to minus 150. I can't bet that. So
yeah, for 3.5, I assume.
Yeah, for 3.5, and they're really not offering 4.5 at plus money, which I mean that tells me something because sometimes my book offers me the 3.5 and the 4.5, so I can like create a 4. They're not doing it right now.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sorry, y'all don't want to hear that. Dogs.
No. Oh no, we can't hear it anyway, so don't worry. Nutflush 16 mentioning the both pitchers' day splits. So if you guys want to check those numbers out and throw them in the chat, that'd be lovely. We're gonna keep rolling on here. Jimmy is chilling Irish King. It's a hard load to do Tuesday through Friday, so he gets the lovely day off. And I think he actually is betting horses today. So I don't think he has
doing horses all day.
I was about to say I don't think he necessarily has the day off, but he loves the horses, and that's easy capping compared to the load of baseball season. So
stop using the fucking word.
What word?
Load. Use a different one.
Load. Workload. Is that better? A
Sure.
thumb size. Troy Torrance says there's two fucking sharp traps on the board that he's unloaded on. Can't wait to see who is going. I can't wait to see where those sharp traps are, Troy, because I haven't bet anything in baseball, and I am one to fall into those sharp traps here. So let's see where they are here today. Dodgers Cardinals, a game that I cashed on yesterday with the Cardinals being favored. That was a nice, easy 5-0 victory. It was a good day yesterday, Cab. I did a semi stupid thing, which was tie my two favorite baseball plays to Venezuelan soccer, and we won 2-0. Not a big deal. The Bolivia literally shot the ball in their own goal 4 minutes into the game, and that was beautiful. Uh, but I tied him in, and I was like, "Oh my god, if Venezuela loses here, I'm so fucked." Cheers. And luckily, we won the game, so that was nice to see. See, Cab, I'm right here with you, Cab. I'm right here with you. I just still can't roll, unfortunately. But that was nice. Don't worry, you're muted, and that's a good thing. Yamamoto here. Let's hear. Yep, let's hear the coughs. Yamamoto versus Fetty here. Fetty, a pitcher I like if we're being honest with each other here, everyone. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs at Texas, at Baltimore, 5 innings, 5 runs, 3 of them earned here. Hasn't had a shutout start in 3 starts. What starts, not sharts. When he went at Philadelphia, 5 2/3, no earned runs, and that 9 inning complete game shutout versus the Nationals here. So I'll be very interested to see what Fetty does here. Home road splits for Fetty are pretty drastic. Home 27 2/3 innings pitched, a 5.2 ERA compared to a road 2.88 with the 40 innings pitched. So we'll see if those numbers come back down to earth. On the other side, we've got Yamamoto here. 3 2/3, 4 earned runs against the Yankees last time out. City start, probably. I wouldn't say probably. I would say definitely his worst start of the season. Yeah, yes, last time out. So bounce back spot, probably in his cards. 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs in the start at Cleveland. Before then, market in this game here: St. Louis Cardinals, Detroit. Dodgers here is what I mean. Thinking D words, I guess. 62% of the bets are on the Dodgers, but 69% of the money on the St. Louis Cardinals. So bigger bets on them there. Very interesting. 75% of the bets, 67% of the money, all on the under in this game here. This opener for the total opened up at -115 to the over 8, where we used to play poker. It is now 8.5 there, and Penny is sticking with -112 over 8 there. So fascinating. Some books have 8.5, some books have 8. Cabby hat. Wow. What do you have on this game?
Struggling this morning. That's okay. We'll get there.
Apparently so. Shit.
We'll do it. We'll do it together, man, with you guys in the chat. Speaking of, hit the like button, share the video. We're up over 110. I want to get over 150. I've been saying that. We might do a giveaway or something if we do. So share the video, get it out there. As far as this game goes, man, I do not like Fetty. I know what he did last year with the White Sox on such an atrocious team was extremely impressive. I mean, to have a 3.21 ERA on last year's White Sox, I mean, goddamn. I mean, tip of the cap to that guy, man. Shout out to Fetty. That being said, I still don't really like him as a pitcher. But when you look into Yamamoto's numbers, man, like I know it was his last game out. He got touched up. And then if you go 2 games back, he went 7 innings and only gave up 1 hit. But he's had a little bit of a stretch now. Like, let's take his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In his last 5 games, he's got hit a lot, if I'm being honest. Against Arizona, he gave up 5 runs, and they were all earned. Against the Athletics, he gave up 3 runs, all earned. Then he had that 7 innings. And then you touched on the last game where he gave up 4 runs to New York. It's one of those things with a guy like Yamamoto. People are getting used to his stuff. They're starting to understand his pitches. They're starting to understand his sequences, things like that. When a pitcher's new and they've got good stuff, it is very, very hard for teams to get a read on them and for teams to hit them. Once they've been through and they've seen, I'd say like each team twice or something like that. And Yamamoto on his second year, he's getting to that point where people are kind of starting to get a book on him. he's not going to stay in a 2 ERA. He's going to start regression. So maybe you could take it over here in the first 5, try and be sneaky with it, but I'm not getting cute today. I like the 3 bets that I have, so I'm off this game.
Cab off for this game here. By the way, I was just looking on Twitter to retweet myself to let everyone know the show's starting here. And our guy Jimmy 4-0 in the CFL to start the season there. So shout out to old Jimmy the Bag, 4-0 to start the season in the CFL. Big time cookies from our guy. And Nasty Nate, I am sorry. I need to stop lying about this haircut. I just need to go do it. I never have fucking time.
Bro, I've been trying to get a haircut for like 3 months.
I just do not have the fucking time, unfortunately. But you're right, Nasty Nate. I need this fucking haircut. A sap. Let's keep rolling here. Wine Time saying the Red Sox smashed today. Excited to talk about that game. Philly, Pittsburgh here. I bet the Pirates last night, thankfully, and big cash. Shout out to Bailey Falter. Did enough. A walk-off action. Enjoyed that. Oh, by the way, we have a special guest. Almost forgot about this guy back there. He's been waiting there patiently, so we have to rewind some games here. But let's bring him on. The Cal Ripken Jr. Say Hey Plays. He's here every week, and he's our guy Gorky joining the program. Gorky, my guy. Hello, how are you?
I can talk about anything, brother, because I'm just looking at the baseball games, and I haven't played nothing to be completely transparent today, and I'm only gonna move on shit that I feel completely certain on, and that's it.
Of course, Gorky. Did you have anything that you were looking at in particular?
In terms of the baseball game, my 2 spots would be the Blue Jays and Dodgers money lines. But to be completely honest, I'm a little scared of the Dodgers. Their topsy-turvy bullshit is starting to piss me off.
I understand. Yeah, yesterday Justin Morblinski was just not going to get the job done for them here. I'll quickly talk about the bullpen here. Go ahead, Gorky.
What is with a team like the Dodgers? Dude, can you not afford a 5th starter? Like, what is...
They're on starter like 8. They all keep getting hurt.
Well, they should have about 10 starters in the minor leagues in AAA. That's what AAA is for.
Well, that's what Justin Morblinski is, a AAA starter here. AAA nonsense here. Their bullpen, by the way, pretty rested. So you the Dodgers bullpen good on that end. Cab, go ahead.
What the Dodgers have been doing is hitting overs like it's their job the last few games.
Yeah. Gorky, can you mute your TV over there?
Just a minute. Yeah.
Thank you. But yes, Gorky, looking at Toronto and the Dodgers over there. Gorky, I know you're a worldly man. You look at everything here. Was there any other looks you were looking at here today?
I have two football tickets in the CFL. I parlayed the BC Lions and the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Okay.
I'm going against Jimmy on the Tiger Cats. He took the home dog in Calgary. But
you took Hamilton money line.
Yes, I did. Hamilton and BC money line.
Okay.
And then in the UFL,
your favorite league. That's your favorite league, Gorky. No, you're the only fucking guy I see betting that shit, Gorky.
The CFL
the one that I tailed. I only tailed one. I'm 1-0 tailing Gorky.
I have to be honest. The UFL sucks because it's runtime football. It sucks. Unless you're up and you want it to go tick, 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 tick. Okay, like Razor would say. But runtime football sucks. I want the time to stop and to be like a normal football game. But it's the semifinal. Finals are next week in St. Louis. So it is what it is. Week 11 of the CFL of the UFL this week.
Oh, and I'm glad that your precious CFL is starting here
The
as
CFL,
well.
the CFL is a great warm up for the NFL. That's the real shit.
Yeah. I hear Jimmy talking about it all the time as well. So I'm excited for that. Gorky, my man, I thank you for coming on here.
Thank you, guys.
And if you get another baseball play, just let us know, my man.
Let me have a quick look, but I think I'm in any case I will be back if that's the case. I don't want to
Yeah,
take up more of your time.
of course, Gorky. We appreciate you, my man. We'll see you
Thank you,
soon.
boss. Yeah.
There we go. Our guy Gorky in the chat. Let us roll on here to Texas, Washington, and that brings on another modicum of consistency. He's here every show, dropping his plays, letting the people know what's up. It's the guy, Stacks.
Stacks, 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 stacks.
Justin, my man, it's nice to see you. You have two plays for us here. I almost skipped Phillies Pirates, but we're not going to skip it because our guy Justin has a play on it. And of course, this is the battle for his state. Justin knows these teams better than anyone. Come on.
I got a bet
He's a-
on this game too. You just tried to wash right over it.
Yeah,
I
he just
did.
tried to
I
go
did
right over.
indeed.
And I texted him both games this morning.
He did, and I looked down and I saw Rangers, and I saw the Rangers were next. And I was like, "Oh, well, that's great timing." But look at us now; we're on the same page. We're rolling together here, and it's a beautiful time. Now we're talking Ranger Suarez versus Andrew Heaney, a good matchup with two lefties. I particularly like 78% of the bets and 85% of the money is on the Philadelphia Phillies here. Good Lord. And I hope this line movement is accurate. What I'm seeing here, we'll get to that here in a second. But 73% of the bets and 53% of the money is on the under in this game here as well. Now, this line, this Ranger Suarez opened up. Is this real life minus 170? Is it Justin? Did you see this line open up at minus 170? Penny opened this minus 169.
It was heavy when I seen it open. I don't know if it was exactly 170, but it was heavy.
And now we're seeing minus 135, minus 140s across the board. Oh, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what I'm going to do
You
with
got
this game
lineups?
now. We have lineups. Yes, I think we actually do. Let me refresh my RotoWire here real quick to see because we are having them trickle in. By the way, Cardinals Dodgers is in red today on RotoWire, so you guys know no confirmed lineups for these guys yet so far. Roto's saying 7-mile-an-hour winds blowing out, so keep that in mind. But this line moving from an opener of minus 170, and again, I'll read it off one more time, and this is courtesy of our friends at Wager Talk. 78% of the bets, 85% of the money are on the Philadelphia Phillies. I must bet the Pittsburgh Pirates here today with Andrew Heaney. Andrew Heaney is one of the best lefties at getting righties out here. No not Kyle Schwarber, no Bryce Harper. He goes on the IL. So we've got Trey Turner, Schwarber, Bohm, Castellanos, JT, Mundo Sosa, Bryson Stott, Wes Wilson, and Johan Rojas is the projected expected lineup according to RotoWire. So I like my chances. I like my chances here. So give me the Pirates here, full game money line. Justin, my man, I appreciate you for coming on here. You comment on the show every day, and I appreciate it. What do you have on this game?
First of all, I'm not betting the Pirates. And they
Okay.
won. I'm not betting the Pirates. But my stacks play today, number 2. Yeah, number 2, because you skipped the I don't know, 1 or 2. I don't know what order it is. Stacks play today is in my mind. Kyle Schwarber over 1.5 bases plus 115. I like the lefty
Okay.
on lefty, and he went 0 for yesterday. That's one thing about when I take bases, because I'm really trying to do away with bases and do RBIs. But I like when good hitters go 0 for, I like Schwarber on lefty. So I expect them to go yard, but I ain't doing that. But Pirates winning 2 in a row.
Ah,
They won yesterday, right?
they did. Yeah, I was on him yesterday.
I ain't.
Did Schwarber
Wow,
get hit
Troy-
on the wrist, or is it? Did he get hit with the baseball or what?
Schwarber?
Yeah, he got hit.
I don't know. He went 0 for 4.
I mean, it says he's out with wrist inflammation. I mean, if that motherfucker didn't get hit with the baseball,
Wait, you say he's out?
yeah, IL. He's on the IL. He's not just out. He's on the IL.
Shit. Well, that blows up Justin. Where'd that get announced? Today?
Did I say Schwarber?
Yes, it's Schwarber.
I meant Harper. I'm so sorry. It's because you gave
Oh,
us.
I was sitting there like, wait a minute.
So let me re-ask
Fucking guy.
the other big
Yes.
left. Did Harper get hit with the baseball? Like what
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Against the
Yeah.
Braves. The Braves beamed him, and he ain't been back. He might. I don't think he came back since he played the Braves. We took him out.
Did it
This-
break
this
his wrist?
guy.
I didn't see it.
No, I
I
don't
don't
think he
know if
broke
it
his
was-
wrist. But it's this
That's my
guy.
bad,
I was like,
That's
wow,
the brain
fucking
fart.
Schwarber fucking I didn't even see him get hit. What the hell? But
That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, what?
It's just a brain fart, bro. Just a brain fart. My bad.
but
Yeah, look,
let's
the line
I bet-
sucks. The line sucks.
ahead.
I can't go back. I don't fucking hedge. I bet the Phillies first 5 here. Good news is I don't think the first 5 has moved a ton. I took, I backed Suarez on the run line. I got minus 111 in the first 5 run line. Andrew Haney is somebody who I've watched pitch for a while. Look, he's a decent lefty. I'm not just going to sit here and shit on him. But fuck this guy, man. He's not a gamer. Just like I said about Nick Martinez, he is not a gamer. I don't know how else to say it. I look for that like want to shove it right down everybody's fucking throat type of guy. And Andrew Haney's just not him. He's kind of, pussyfoots around the zone, tries to put, fastballs just a little bit off the black. I don't like the way he pitches. So I'm attacking him here with the Phillies in the first 5. So that's where I'm at. It sucks that the market's against me. I can't explain that. So whatever.
I think Troy said there were 2 sharp traps on the board here, and this might be one of them here. So Troy, let us know in the chat if this is one of them. I hope it isn't here. He's saying, Jose, please discuss Andrew Heaney's reverse splits here. I will indeed here. As I said, Andrew Heaney is one of the best lefties at getting righties out here. He's one of the best in the league versus lefties, 265 average, 3 home runs allowed in only 17 and 2/3 innings pitched, a 306 OBP, but against righties, a 208 batting average against with 48 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's only given up 5 home runs there and a 297 on base percentage. I don't have the leaderboard out in front of me, I think. I have plenty of tabs open. I just don't think I have it. But like I said, Falter, Rodon, and those like 3 guys have been just dynamite at getting righties out for lefties. So yes, I do indeed like the Pirates here, and I have moved on them plus 135, I believe. Well, no, plus 128, excuse me.
Friends don't
128.
let friends bet the Pirates.
Well, friends don't talk friends off dogs either.
Dude, when it's the Pirates. That rule don't apply for the Pirates.
Well, Justin, I hope that you enjoy this baseball game because the Pirates flag is going to be raised in Philadelphia this week.
Yeah. Pirates
I'm-
lost
I'm-
1-2 of their
when I
last, but not 2 in a row.
When I get off here, I'm gonna tell Daby.
Hell yeah.
I like that look.
Hell
So
yeah.
I mean, we can
Alright,
all
well-
win though, Jose. So we can all win. We get the first 5, you get the full game.
Okay, I'll go fuck myself then, Justin. It's fine. So I'll go fuck myself. It's all right. It's all right. I see
Why
how
you
it is.
won the full game, right?
I was thinking
Yeah.
that's how Bryce Harper hurt his wrist if he didn't get hit, or Kyle Schwarber, whichever one it was.
You keep saying
Let's
sure.
roll. This guy.
That time I did it on purpose.
Yeah, that
Let's
fucked me up.
roll on here to our
You gotta
next
go back to
game.
the Texas game.
Yes, let's go to our Texas game here because this is Daby Cab's Texas Rangers versus
Not my
Mine.
Texas Rangers, it's the Texas Rangers. Don't fucking.
No, they're yours. They're yours. My Washington Nationals here, a team that I love to bet on, and I like their pitching. Mitchell Parker, another guy I love. And let's go just peruse and see the left-handed leaderboards here. My splits right now are from the 18th to today. A little over a half, or a little under a half a month here. By the way, for those keeping track at home, Philadelphia against lefties, 93 weighted runs created plus. in that sample size. 256 plate appearances, so
Let
not
the
bad.
bet play out, Jose. We get it. You're on the Pirates, all right? Just let
Not
it play out.
bad.
We'll see what happens at the end. Okay?
Numbers there. For Texas, you have to scroll all the way to the bottom here, and you'll see them. Texas, 145 plate appearances, 46 weighted runs created plus from the 18th to today. Not good, but they've got Jake DeGrom on the bump here, the man that everyone loves to not give run support. Market in this game here. Let's talk about it. 75% of the bets, 90% of the money on the Texas Rangers. Good Lord, no respect out there for the Washington Nationals today. This line opened up at minus 160, where we used to play poker at minus 175 now. Penny opened it around the same thing, minus 176 now for them. My guy, Justin, you've got another play in this game. Let us know what it is.
I got 2 plays.
Mm.
I wasn't gonna get one of them out, but I really like it. I'm gonna give the second one out too. I need to get out this hole. I didn't, but Stacks play today, number 1. I just looked. Stacks played at Mormon's Wyatt Langford over 1.5 bases plus 100. Same scenario. Went over, and I don't like this pitcher. And the second, my little bonus play, I'm on the Rangers first 5 minus 1.5 plus 148.
All right, right. What was the first one? Wyatt Langford over what? 1.5 stole,
1.5.
home runs, RBIs?
No, 1.5 bases
Bases.
plus 100. Yeah, bases.
All right, well, beautiful. I successfully, Cab, I bet my first player prop with my own research on my own yesterday, and I won it. Rafael Devers. So it's just, he owns the Yankees. I mean,
Beautiful.
I held that
that's
too.
great. No, dude,
Thank
you got to start betting them, bro. They're fucking awesome.
we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. I needed a second play, another plus money play, so I could go 1-1 and be up money on the Yankees Red Sox game. So that was the purpose of that. So that was nice. But Cab, go ahead. Anything on this game? It's your Rangers.
Okay, so I did make a bet on this game. Look, I sat up here and absolutely berated Marcus Semien, and he deserved every word that I said, every single bit of it. What he did to start this season is just fucking pathetic. But it's funny because as I was sitting there berating him, because I'm telling you guys, here on the local fucking radio stations and stuff, they were talking about taking him out of the lineup, which is fucking wild. They were talking about giving him spot starts at best, right? The day before he blew up and went for 4 for 4, right? If you go through his last 10 games, okay, he's hitting 387 with 3 homers, 5 RBIs, and 8 runs scored. And that's in the last 10 games, including yesterday's 0 for 4, right? So he came down from cloud 9 yesterday is what happened. That being said, I do think that he's turned that corner, made a small adjustment in the way that he loads his hands in his swing. You can see it. He's keeping his top hand up a little better. Long story short, I took Marcus Semien over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at minus 110. He should be in the 5 spot in the lineup today as well. So he's not down there at that 9 spot anymore. I just think there's a lot of value in it. Like I said, 387 over the last 10 games. He was over 600 before he went 0 for 4 yesterday in the last 10 games. It was just fucking unconscious. So here we go. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, Marcus Semien minus 110. I also like the plus 140 or plus 130, whatever you can get on the total bases.
All right. Well, total bases. Marcus Semien, well, not his actual, but he really likes that as well. Cab, good work there. Justin, I appreciate you for jumping on, my man. Any other plays that you're on here today?
No, that's all I got. Those 3. I'll send them to you in a little bit, but that's all I got.
Yes, I have to update your plays from last week as well here. So
I'm getting closer.
Gotta catch up to my Justin tracker here. But it's nice to see you, Justin. I appreciate you, my man. And hopefully we'll see each other very soon.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. See you soon, my guy, Justin. Let's
Hey,
roll.
Have you seen Seager recently, bro?
Corey, no.
Okay. I want to pull it up. Hold on. We got a second. I know you're in a hurry. What do you think his average is over the last 10 games? Don't look. Just guess.
Man, I didn't even know he was fucking playing baseball. I thought he was hurt for whatever reason.
Just guess.
206.
154.
Good Lord.
He's hitting
How many plate
154.
appearances?
So he has not got a hit in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. He hasn't got a hit in 5 games. 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 3, 0 for 3.
Ugh.
What the fuck is going on?
He's definitely taking a shower with his uniform on.
Yo, who's got the balls to bet that shit right now? Not me.
He's definitely taking a shower, full uniform on. Right, I can see it. I can see it in my head now. But let's roll on here, Cab. Let's go to another game, Giants Braves, and let's bring on our guy Gorky because he said he'd come back with a play, and he's got one. Gorky, my man, nice to see you again. Excited to hear what you had on this game. Let me set up the market here for us in this Braves Giants game. By the way, shout out to the Braves for bringing up Craig Kimbrell. He pitched 1 inning. It was okay. And then rides off, gets DFA today, probably going to retire. Will retire a Brave. Braves Hall of Famer, maybe a baseball Hall of Famer. But shout out to Craig Kimbrell, one of my favorite pitchers in baseball. 82% of the bets, 74% of the money on the under, 56% of the bets, 82% of the money on the San Francisco Giants here. Gorky, Logan Webb, Bryce Elder, what do you got?
Craig Kimbrell was a Brave, first of all, before yesterday.
Yes, his first team was the Braves. He came up as a Brave.
Never knew that. Okay.
Yeah. But Gorky, what do you have on this game?
Well, in my dumbass opinion, because baseball is a sport that's played every day, so you guys might have other views on it, but there's no way that you take the Braves here. They're on like an 8-game losing streak. That's not stopping against Mr. Webb over there.
Yeah, bro, Logan Webb, we all know, dominant at home here. By the way, this line opening up at minus 152 is dropped down a little bit, minus 146. Penny has it at minus 143 from minus 160. That's interesting. Go ahead, Gorky.
I also can't, like you guys know, I have to parlay shit because I play small units. So like whatever, you have to parlay something in order to make money off it. Because I don't play to make $7, which is essentially dumb because a profit is a profit. But I haven't yet, and so Logan Webb and the Blue Jays money line, and then just sit back and cash money. And I'm looking at this Cubs lineup. I think they might bounce back today because they have what I deem to be equal level pitchers. What do you guys think?
Cab, what do you think about this game?
Bryce Elder is fun to see somebody that can still get away.
No. On the Cubs Detroit game, Logan Webb is the runaway best pitcher in this game.
Oh, in the Cubs game, well, Detroit has a bullpen guy starting. So,
yeah, Kiter Montero. He's more referring Kiter Montero versus Tyon.
I've seen Holton as a starter too, though.
Maybe.
Yeah, Holton will throw 1 inning and then Kiter will come in. So
yeah.
I agree with Troy in the chat. I think it's Tyon as well.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I would say the Cubs, man. And like I said, I even give them the edge on the plate too. I know the Tigers are the best team in baseball, but but
it's all about matchups.
Yeah, probably the Cubs, man. If I was betting that one,
I'm looking at Cubs. I'm looking at the Cubs minus 1.5 because that's what it's giving me, and that's a plus money.
I might move on the Cubs myself, money line here. TJ on it. Our guy Troy obviously likes it here. Gorky, you like it as well, so I might be moving on them as well. TJ dropping the same stat that Troy dropped in there as well. That's hilarious. The Colorado's 1-0 there. But good work there, people in the chat. Spoons, nice to see you there as well. Gorky, so what's your play officially? I'm sorry.
San Francisco and the Blue Jays and then I'll be back for the Mets game because I have something else too.
All right. Well, beautiful. Let's keep rolling in here. Spoons, thank you so much for dropping in here. We'll see you back here very soon, my guy.
So yeah.
All right.
Spoons.
Spoons.
In
I
the
did
chat.
call him Spoons. I
Yeah,
did call Sport. I did call Gorky Spoons. So
Did
there
you
you go.
just call
Sorry.
him Sporky?
Sporky?
I swear to God, you were about to say Sporky, bro, because you were trying to say Spoon and Gorky at the same time, and you were going to say Sporky.
That would
Bryce
have been
Elder,
good.
real quick, I'll let you move it since I don't have a bet on it. I just want to say,
Go ahead.
it's cool to see somebody last year do decent from the right side and only throw 88 miles an hour. Like it's nice to see like somebody who I'm like, hey, I can still fucking throw as good as that guy, even though probably can't. I'm just saying, like, it was cool, but like he's coming back down to earth. He came back down to earth last year. I mean, it's Logan Webb and the Giants as a parlay piece, probably, if you're betting this, but I'm not. Sporky.
Okay. Oh my God, that's a great show name, Sporky, as well for Spoons and Gorky. Well, I don't know who's
like
nickname that
Jose
could be
that
now.
ass. You do seem like the type of person that has a bunch of sporks that you eat with. Probably eat chicken nuggets with sporks.
That's the most versatile spoon utensil. What are you talking about? It's spoon and fork. It's 2 in 1, Cab. Kidding me? I don't know whose nickname that could be, but I do indeed like Sporky there. So shout out to both of you gentlemen. Arizona, Cincinnati next on our card here. Ryan Nelson versus your favorite pitcher, Nick Martinez. Now, caveat in this game, and a little frustrating for me, I had the Diamondbacks last night, and unfortunately, they rain delay pushed the game back from last night to today. So they're playing.
Fuck.
What happened?
I didn't want to make another bet today, but now I have to.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe the Cab is making another bet here as well. And I need to move on the Cubs here as well. And again, Troy, I'm scared. I'm paranoid. I'm walking through the alleyways like with my hood up, and I'm walking briskly, trying to avoid these sharp traps. I need to know where they are here. I'm very
You gotta
excited.
tell us, bro, because I'm about to make 2 more bets because I'm weird about the money I put out. So it doesn't matter. I'm gonna have to make 2, which means I gotta do it now.
Cubs, by the way, minus 117 officially on my card. But this game, like I said, the second half of a little bit of a doubleheader here. Diamondbacks Reds have to finish the 6th, I think they were in 6, 7, 8, 9, and then roll into this game with Ryan Nelson, Nick Martinez on the bump here. I was going to make this breakdown rather quick. I don't want to back in this game. First game resumes on first at 2:10. Thank you, Spoons. Arizona first 5 on his card again here as well for TJ. I had full game, unfortunately, so shout out to you. But 61% of the bets, 79% of the money, 61% of the bets, 65% of the money is on Arizona here. 79% of the bets and 81% of the money on the under in this game. This line at least has gone down, it seems. I got to scroll and see if I can find. It was minus 110 each way for the under 9.5 here. Now it's juiced to the under, and 9s are starting to pop up here. So maybe a lean towards the under. Shout out to you, TJ, for dropping that. Not flush on the over in the Cubs game here. Ron Lofton, Ketel Marte over 1.5 bases here. Anything for you in this game, Mr. Cadabra?
Yeah, obviously. And if you don't know where I'm going to go with it, you don't pay attention. Now, I don't think I'm going to get there with this Arizona team total. I need a second. I'm sorry. I know you're not betting this, but 1 second. I did just make my first bet on this. I haven't pulled the lineup. Arizona's team total is 4.5, and it's just juiced, man. That's because they're going to fucking get it. That's why. It's juiced at 4.5. I guess you can get like minus 125 is the best I can get, which is not that good. I'm going to take Ellie, man. I'm going to take Ellie De La Cruz over 1.5 total bases.
Fresh off the bereavement list, Ellie De La Cruz as well.
Yeah. Plus 101, not really plus money, but I mean, I guess you're not paying juice at least. So plus 101. Nick Martinez, man, I don't know what else you want me to say about him, bro. He throws fucking meat. I said it last week, it was Sunday with walk-off wagers. If you were tuned into walk-off wagers and you didn't fade Nick Martinez with me, well, then fuck you. Like, I mean, that's all I have to say. So obviously anything can happen, especially with the base prop, but I have to bet it in some way, shape, or form. And now I need at least one more bet. So let's keep moving, and I got to figure out what I'm going to do.
Let's keep moving and see what Cab can find on his card. I'll recap my card here very soon. Houston,
shit,
Cleveland.
I got you.
You almost burned down the house?
No, somebody asked for the link.
Okay, there you go. It's lovely. Houston, Cleveland, next one up. Hunter Brown versus Gavin Williams here. Hunter Brown, Gavin Williams. When I made the line in my head, I expected this line to be like minus 160 at least. And I was shocked to see how close it was. So that put my guard up here. Even more surprised, honestly, to see 59% of the bets and 76% of the money on the Cleveland Guardians here. I'm just shocked, honestly. I just could not believe this. I couldn't believe it. And I think Hunter Brown is a very, very good pitcher. I think he is the, love child of Justin Verlander in the Astros pitching development. 6 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs last time out versus Tampa Bay. 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run against the Athletics. A little bit of a bump in the road against Tampa Bay, 5 earned runs in 5 innings, but that came off of 8 innings of 3 hit, 1 earned run ball there. So it seems like I have to listen to my market overlords here, and it seems as if the Cleveland Guardians are very live here. Astros won yesterday. This line opened up minus 137 where we used to play poker at. It is now minus 110. Houston Astros here. Penny telling the same story, minus 131, now down to minus 109. Houston Astros here. Good Lord. I just cannot believe those numbers. Honestly, I'm fascinated to see what you have to say, Daby Cab. What do you think about this game?
Fuck, I have a bet on this one too. Shit, man. I just bet the Cubs. I just bet the Cubs. So I looked at my phone. I got more inspiration because I was thinking about betting the Cubs, and I'm going to let the person say it themselves when they come on, Jose, if you want to introduce them, and then I'll get to it. Look, you should know what I'm betting in this too, Jose. Look at the fucking line. Look at the numbers. What am I betting? You tell everybody what I'm betting.
He's betting the first 5 over 3.5 at whatever juice it is.
Yeah, very good. First 5 over 3.5. I'll tell you what juice I got. And that's good. That's good, Jose. Minus 120. And for the numbers, okay, for the numbers on the year, I am right now fighting back into the green. I am almost there. This is not something I take lightly, ever being down, but I've been up every season I've ever capped baseball publicly. And the way I do it is by sticking with the shit that I know. And that's why you know what I'm betting in this. All right. We're going to cash the shit. First 5 over 3.5.
First 5 over 3.5. Beautiful. Let's bring on a special guest here. By the way, has there been a big movement in Chris Paddock? Okay, no. All right. Just don't want to double check there. All right. Well, let's bring on our special guest here. He's a man that breaks down sports like none other. His son, his little child, was wearing a market efficiency database shirt today because that's what he believes and that's what he breathes. He's slow as shit, but he's still a good basketball player. It's Troy Torrance joining the program. Troy, it's nice to see you. How is our champion Tatum doing?
He's actually not doing too well. Both Wifey and Tatum, they're both sick today. So
Bro,
yeah,
I know you're new with it. The baby is gonna get sick and get you guys sick, and it's wild. You're gonna feel like you're a kid again back at school with all the sicknesses you're gonna get, but soon your immune system will strengthen back up.
Dude, it's creeping up on me right now, honestly.
Yep.
So hopefully I get to watch my action cash, and then I can get sick all fucking night.
Yeah, then he's gonna fall into a deep slumber of sickness after his action cash is here. Troy, please, Troy. Please tell me this is the sharp trap because I simply cannot believe this line. I think, or at least I thought, this is a minus 160 with Hunter Brown on the mound. And I saw this line minus 120. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? More people and our bigger bets are on the Cleveland Guardians, according to Wager. I couldn't believe that either. So, Troy, please take it away. Regale us. What do you want here?
Yeah, I see more cash on the Cleveland Guardians as action is concerned as well. But I had to come on whenever I feel confident, whenever I feel like I have a profile that I have to fucking communicate to the community. I asked to come on. That's why I came out for the Yankees with Jimmy the Bag just the other day. We cashed that.
Yep, great cash.
Dude, I got to call out Daby too, because these, I don't know if I know like you might be having a little bit of a bet down season right now. You're going to make it back. I know that. But whenever I hear you give out an over 3.5, it fucking cashes. I remember the last time I was texting you was a school start. You cashed it like the third inning or fourth inning, like pretty easy.
It's just either pitcher, Brian. What I always say, either pitcher can give up 4 runs in any inning, any one of the first 5 innings. Either pitcher can give it all up. And if they both have quality starts and give up 2 runs, you still get there. It's a wild number. That's all.
Right. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, let's talk. I want to talk about this market because this is something I've been betting for quite some time now. There's different ranges. Like there's a range of the cash cow profile. Like when you get over 250, it gets a little better. This to me is exactly where you want to be with the sharp trap profile. There's really only 2 profiles that I've like deemed, and that's the cash cow and the sharp trap, because it's just it's counterintuitive to everything I've ever done in my capping career before I built the database. So I'm going to go through the 5 layers of this market. So first, you want to look at what the home team's price and the way the line is moving. When you got a home team price between -110 and +108, and the line moving towards them. The road team is only 53%, 162 and 145. But when you're not in division, right? When you move out of division in that sample, 90 and 59 straight up, 60%. When you have a total less than 8, a short total, meaning that low variance is expected in the game, the profile moves to 23 and 6 straight up, 79%. And the last layer is when 50% of bets and cash is on the road team, which actually we're not fitting that criteria right now. You move, but it's the smallest sample. So to me, it's the least applicable. The road team is 14 and 3 straight up, 82%. The Astros in the sample, in the baseline sample. So after L3, 4 and 0 straight up, 4 and 0 to the under. But the guards in the sample, 0 and 1 straight up, 1 and 0 to the over. And if you open it up to the guards, to the market wide, not just out of division, you open it up in division, all of a sudden you see a lot more games in the sample. They have not won a game, and every single game has gone over. So this qualifies as a sharp trap. I feel like the bookies are discouraging action with the line movement, and I love the matchup. This is a matchup that I feel like favors the Astros as well. You got Ben Brown. This is a Cy Young caliber pitcher. I've been backing him for two consecutive seasons, and he's another guy with reverse splits. He has better numbers versus left-handed hitters. Lefties are hitting 169 with a 541 OPS. This guy's clearly one of the dogs in the MLB. Williams, on the other hand, 3.79 ERA with a 4.52 xERA. I expect regression's coming for him, and he's been great. Like it's hard to like poke holes in his numbers, but he's another pitcher with reverse splits. He has terrible numbers versus right-handed bats. 297 OBA, 787 OPS. You know the Astros are going to have 8 righties in the lineup. Yeah. The guards are going to have 8 lefties in the lineup. It fits the reverse splits. Like I love the matchup, and I'm a little bit concerned. You know, the Astros did win yesterday. The bullpen might be a little shaky, but I have confidence that the Astros are able to, despite the weather conditions, despite the low total, I feel like the Astros are going to be able to get to Gavin Williams. My biggest bet is on the first 5 money line. I got 1.5 units on it. I did full game money line -110 for a half unit. I also took guards first 5 team total under 1.5 because if reverse split pitchers are anything like lefties pitching against the guards, they're not going to fare very well.
I'll say this: Astros will go get me my 4 that I need in the first 5 themselves, and you'll cash that because I like it. I like it. I love it in this spot. Sorry, Jose, for just taking it, but
oh, please.
When I look at this, though, man, like I want to say this just for everybody. I feel like people keep biases for too long with baseball teams, right? Like the Astros, everybody has this bias of like they can't hit, they're having a down season, they're not that good. Okay, what the fuck have you been watching recently? Because this team has been on an absolute tear of late, right? You gotta keep up with teams. The Astros have been on a tear of late. I mean, shit, how many wins do they have right now? 35? 35-28. You realize how bad they started the season off? You know what they had to do to get to 35-28? Like, I'm saying this is a good baseball team with a lot of momentum. It just backs like saying that they wouldn't fall into, a trap spot. So I like the Astros as well.
Okay. Well, I'm putting my hands in Troy Torrance and I'm saying, guide me into the light.
There's no
Show
way you're
me.
betting the Astros today, Jose. I don't
Show
believe
me
it.
the Lord.
He doesn't want to
Troy.
bet anymore, Jose. He took it back.
Show me the Lord. Troy Torrance. I am on Astros full game in first 5, -130, first 5, full game -111. I just cannot believe this line. I said this line will be -160 Houston Astros when I woke up. And I wake up -120 garbage with everyone fucking betting the Guardians, apparently.
It's fucking, I can't explain it. But guess what? Like, that's why I built the database to find spots like this. And it's not always in all the price ranges, right? It's not always applicable, had this type of line movement, but I think this is exactly where it would be in the pick-a-mish type of price range. Like, it makes sense, like, when you get a look, under the hood a little bit. But yeah, it's counterintuitive to everything I used to do before I built the database. I would see this line and I'd be like, fucking give me the guards right now.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. But
yeah, dude, I like that you did that, because there's certain times when I see this and I don't have the market to back it like you do. But there's certain times when I see this and I'm like, and I hear, no offense, Jose, but he's like, oh, you just have to bet. I'm like, no, you fucking don't. Like, no, you don't. And you know what I mean? Like, so I love hearing this side of it.
What was I going to say? Well, Debbie, you're on the. I thought you'd be on the Astros in this spot. I'm surprised you're not.
I love the Astros in this spot. I probably will join you guys. I have a lot of money out. I don't usually make 5 bets a day. I'm like a
no. You fucking love doing it on Saturdays, Cab. When Saturdays, the chastity belt comes off on Saturdays, and Cab just lets it hang for the world to see with all these bets.
I don't like. It's just how I am. I like to have 1 to 3 bets.
Right.
And
go a little heavier on them, and then go a little heavier on the 3 bets, and be able to not like. Mentally, like when I have 3 bets in a day, I'm like mentally like, wow, this is relaxing almost because the fucking stress, dude, the anxiety you get.
It's wild because to me, like, we don't got to talk, but really nobody has to share unisize, but like I do bet enough to where it matters, right? Like I'll say that like my bets matter like day in and day out. For me, 3 bets, that's like baseball all night. Like, and I'm just talking about right now. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's just, I know it's different for everyone.
Yeah. It's probably like 7 bets for me, if I remember you told me before. So yeah.
When I first started gambling, now if I'm honest, I didn't even use a standard unit. I was just betting whatever. And I know we don't have time for this, but I would fucking bet everything, bro. Everything. And it took me a while and a few ass beatings to like get down to where I am now. And now I make money doing it. For me, it's not a ton, but it makes money, and it's like this is what it is for me right now.
Yeah, no, I've my $25 units make me sweat, and I mean I had like a $300 swing with the Oilers last night. I had the Oilers straight and 2 bets, bet them live again, and I had them to complete a 4-leg parlay. So I was sweating my ass off, and it was a good time. But shout out to the Oilers, by the way. I don't know, I'm very excited to. So I don't know if you're going to move on them, but I saw the Panthers were -135 in the series now.
Yeah, no, they're going back home. I mean, I didn't watch the game yesterday. I feel like if I just get my eyes on the game, and I'll get interested real fast.
Jose will see how I react to even just winning 1 bet. He was there with me when he made me bet that disgusting Rockies team total over at the Rangers game.
That was great. Yes, we did.
Wow.
Yes, we won. We won, and it was like the bottom of the 8th inning or the top of the 8th inning. And
that was electric. Then in the 8th inning, they cashed.
Yeah, there was a fucking blowout. It was like 10-3, and we get the runs, and Cab just takes off from our fucking stance. Everyone just kind of looks at him. It's like, why the fuck is this asshole just running around when he's been cheering for the Rangers all fucking game? And I was like, this is just bad.
I needed to win it, bro. I overbet it. We'll just say that.
That was great. That was great. It was a good time, and I have a lot of good moments betting too with Cab. We won the fucking home run derby bet the other year as well, so that was beautiful. But Troy, thank you. What was the other? What's the other spot here, Troy? Let's jump right to it here while we
I
have you
think it's
here.
the next game up. If I'm
Miami, Tampa Bay.
No, it's White Sox Royals.
White Sox Royals. It is Adrian Hauser and your favorite baseball team in Chicago, the Chicago White Sox, here versus my guy Michael Waka and the Royals here. Now let's just jump right into the market because that's where we know Troy likes to cook. 93% of the bets and money on the under in this game. Good Lord, that's disgusting. But what we care about here is, according to Wager, we have 54% of the bets on the White Sox here and 68% of the money on the White Sox, which for the Chicago White Sox to be getting that much money against the Royals feels baffling to me, honestly. This line opened up at minus 147, where we used to play poker at. We're seeing minus 130, minus 129 there across the board here. My guy, Troy Torrance, I know you've got something cooked up here. What's the recipe looking like?
So I'm not going to repeat the profile that I just went through, but it's pretty fucking applicable in the same exact spot. Very similar market. And I like the Royals in the spot. Actually, I put some notes down over here that I want to kind of repeat. So actually, the White Sox were in a very similar profile yesterday. Now, I didn't trust it yesterday, and luckily I didn't move on the Royals because if I did, I would have lost. And this was the same exact profile they were in. Right now, I'm looking at a 20-9 sample. So the road team in this case is 20 wins, 9 losses, 16-13 on the run line, despite the line movement. And the last game in the sample is yesterday's game, Royals-White Sox. And the White Sox got them. What's the chances the White Sox are going to be able to do that two games in a row to defeat the sharp trap spot? Now, to be honest, though, they are 4-2 against the sharp trap since 2023. They are 4-2 favorable in that sample. So I am playing with a little bit of fire. But how can I not be confident in Waka versus Hauser? Hauser has 3 starts on the season. He's only allowed 3 runs this year. He looks great, but he's 32 years old. We know what this guy is over the course of a season. He's an average pitcher. I expect him to regress back to average pretty fast this season, and obviously Waka way more than I trust Hauser. I know Waka hasn't been great on the road, but a lot of those games on the road were versus pretty good fucking lineups like Detroit, New York, Minnesota, Houston, and Baltimore. Those were his 5 road starts. And he still has pretty good numbers. So to me, I want to back the Royals off a loss. They were in a terrible spot yesterday. I remember why I didn't bet them. It was because they were coming off that double header against the Cardinals. That was highly emotional, back and forth, people trading leads. It was a letdown spot. I feel like today they're going to be able to kind of rally the troops and get everybody back in line and beat this White Sox team. And guess what? The White Sox, they're uptrending. They were due for some upward mobility. They're experiencing it right now. They got some good young talent, but I don't think that they're going to be able to handle the Royals today. I think we're going to see Hauser turn into a pumpkin, and I took the Royals money line for 2 units, full game in this case, because I trust the Royals bullpen. They're fresh. It's not like the Astros where they kind of used a lot of their arms yesterday.
Okay, beautiful. Royals for Troy.
I'm going to need to know these. I mean, I pay attention to everything, but I'm going to need to know the trap spots from now on because I love both of these spots, man. I love both of these spots a lot. Look, the White Sox are winning baseball. They're so much better than they were last year. Good for y'all. And that's wonderful, man, because what they did last year was disgusting. The Royals aren't playing as good as they were last year. I hear it, right? You see the records, but there is no comparison between Waka and Hauser. That's where you can look at whatever you want, and sharps can do whatever they want. Like you said, that's why you call it a trap. Waka is flat out a better pitcher than Hauser. Hauser can throw a perfect game today and Waka can get shelled in the first. And I still stand by the comment that Waka is a better pitcher than Hauser. It's just a fact. Okay. At this point in time in their careers, there's no doubt too. And as far as better team, the Royals are the better team still. I don't care if the White Sox are playing better. I like the spot. So I get it 100%.
I agree with you guys. I joined you on the Royals minus 130.
Jose, what are you doing to my man, bro?
I'm showing
Usually
faith.
This is where he's fading me.
Okay.
I'm showing faith. Every time I faded Troy, I've lined his pockets.
I've won
taken
bets
it out of
with
my
Jose,
pocket
but
and given it to him.
I've won bets with Jose as we went over, but I'm not going to lie, man. I never like it when you're just not involved in it. And I'm like on Jimmy's show and talking about a basketball game and something. And you come on, you're like, all right, I'm betting it too. I'm like, man, fuck you, Jose. I'm just kidding.
Well,
You can bet whatever
I'm
you want.
I'm on here, Troy. Again, when I go against Troy, it is me taking my wallet out, putting my money in Troy's wallet, and just make sure it's nice and safe for him. So now I'm going to join him. I'm going to take that money with him, and I'm going to take the the Royals minus 132 here as well. Troy, I've got one more question for you.
Yeah.
Before we say a doof to you. It's Red Sox Yankees here. I need to know what you think about this game. I've seen several people I trust in the chat say the Boston Red Sox are going to win today. When I look at this line, I think this is a New York Yankees line here because minus 110 each way is a little disrespectful to Garrett Crochet. I think it should be a minus 130 line for the Boston Red Sox here, and a pitcher they've seen plenty of times. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on Red Sox Yankees.
All right, my thoughts on this game. Well, Red Sox been hitting lefties. The power lefties. I always want in theory, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I want a lefty pitching against them. But I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Crochet, he's been way more vulnerable than he was last year. And I know this market. The game's 6:35. They got all this early action. This line is going to move significantly. And this is about a fit. Like a lot of times you could filter it down to a divisional matchup that opens at a pick. What happens? Like a lot of times in other sports and other price ranges, it'll be like, 80% of the time it moves this way or 80% of the time it moves that way. And in this case, it's 50-50 exactly. So I cannot tell you which way this line is going to move. I do think it's going to move drastically though, because on average we see 15 cents a line movement in this profile, and I think that it's set up at 6:35, so the action hasn't come in yet. I think in a few hours here we're going to see this line start moving, and then I'll feel way more confident. But if I just plugged in, the variables that are available right now, low total at a pick, less than 5 cents a line movement, it would be Yankees, and I don't want to bet the Yankees, and I don't want to bet them. So I'm counting on this line movement to come in.
And you would trust the line movement, whatever way it goes, 15 cents, or that would be another head fake line movement.
What about just sticking with the over, man? Yankees just keep cashing overs left and right. It's like it's their job right now, these last few games. Dodgers series and then again here. And Yankees, Red Sox notoriously have gone over. And look, I get it. It's scary to bet it over with a guy who's got a under 2 ERA and another guy who hasn't lost a game. But you think these guys are both going to be on the mound in the 7th inning or the 8th inning, with no runs? Like, do you really? Because I think in the 5th inning, it's probably a 3-2 ball game or a 4-2 ball game, something like that. And by the end of it, I think we see 8 or 9 runs. That's just how I see it playing out.
The baseline sample's 58% to the over. So I would agree with you on that. And Jose, to your question, and it's at Pinnacles too, it's the same thing. Exactly at a pick. I mean, well, I guess it's not a pick. Minus 106, minus 102, they're slight favorite. It's the same thing on my book, though. You got to adjust the lines because they offer less vig at Pinnacle. But what I'm looking at right now, this is another case. You want to fade the line movement, whichever this line goes ultimately. If it moves towards the road team, 65% in favor of the home team. If it moves towards the home team, 57% in favor of the road team. And the low total does not help that. Like the low total, 40% is the line movement. So yeah, this is another spot where I would be looking to fade the line movement. But I don't think I think I'm only betting the Red Sox in this case. I don't think I'm going to be betting the Yankees. But I do agree. I kind of agree. Right now, if I had to bet it, I'd bet the over.
Okay, a little over action for Troy then.
I should have bet it yesterday. But I just had cashed with the Yankees earlier or the day before, and I was just like, I'll just
fat and happy.
Yeah, right. I just want to slam the brakes a little bit.
I understand. Well, Troy, beautiful work here today. I thank you for jumping on here. As always, my man. Get some orange juice in you. I'm sure you'll go to the gym, probably lift 1,000 pounds.
Some black coffee, you know what I mean? Some fucking bro. I gotta get. I'm up right now. There's no way I don't need shit. I just need to fucking watch my action cash today.
Oh yeah. Well, we're just trying to stave off sickness. So I hope you go to the sauna and sweat off some sickness as well. You might be getting. Shout out to our guy Tatum and shout out to Mrs. Torrance. Follow Troy Torrance on Twitter at Troy Torrance11. He's the best Twitter capper out there.
All right, kick me off, and I'll go back and chat.
Well, shout out to you, Troy Torrance, my guy. Daby Cab, I have to depart you as well here now, my
All right.
man. So I believe in you. My card here officially, and I'm just unfortunately, I'm gonna leave the card as it is here for right now. I am going to move on the Red Sox, obviously. I mean, that was a no-brainer, but that's just me being a homer bitch. So for me, officially here, as I have to go scroll down and bet the Red Sox minus 104. Team total 3.5 for each team makes it feel like this might be a under game for me personally. But my action: Pirates money line plus 128, Chicago Cubs money line minus 117, Houston Astros money line minus 111, first five money line minus 130 there for the Astros, Royals minus 132, and the Boston Red Stockings minus 104. And a bonus play. Cab, I want you to take this one and put it in your back pocket for later.
You want me to bet this with you? All right. What is it? I'll do a little small bet.
The University of Texas at San Antonio Roadrunners tonight against the big bad Hollywood, Los Angeles, UCLA Bruins here tonight, plus 130 in game one of tonight's series. You even know who else is betting the UTSA Roadrunners tonight, Daby Cab?
Who?
A man that will be in attendance at this game,
One
perhaps.
time?
Wine Time Sports
All
is
right. If he's
also
betting,
on
I'm on with you. I got you.
the UTSA Roadrunners here, and we're on them. We're on them plus 130. They gotta want it, Cap. This is the closest a UTSA team has ever been to competing for a national championship opportunity. And they're 3 games away from going to Omaha, and they're gonna go up to Hollywood, and they're gonna snatch the souls of the UCLA Bruins, and they're gonna hit, and they're gonna hit, and they're gonna keep on hitting, Cap, and they're gonna hit some more. And all these
You
games
seem
are
to have
gonna
some
go
mojo.
over. And they're gonna win. What'd you say?
They got some mojo going right now.
They're going to win, Cap. They're going to win. So take that to the bank as well. That will also be an official play for me as well. Plus 130. Shout out to you guys. I will be back here tomorrow afternoon, I guess I should say for me personally, for the Say Hey Plays Bet Stream. Yankees, Red Sox. Should be a lot of fun. And don't fucking forget Wine Time Sports and Spoons Bets, aka Sporky, some people call them. 11 a.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Central for walk-off wager. Shout out to them. Shout out to you guys. And I'll see you guys very soon.
It'd be the Sporky play of the day whenever Gorky and Spoon align. Call it the Sporky play of the day. Well, I tell you guys what, we only got a few games left here. As Jose departs here, like he says, let me see if I can get this. Shoot, I'm not like as good as he is. Trying to move myself a little bit. Can't move it. Sorry, don't know how to move it. So let me go back over here to the side though and get the graphics up. A team that I can talk about easily, the Padres here taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. You got Kolek on the mound out of A&M 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I remember watching him throw with A&M. He's got a 3.47 ERA on the year, 27 strikeouts, 12 walks, a 1.24 whip, 3-1 record. So, he's doing great. A lot better than he did last year in his 42 games that he pitched in. Going against Quintana on the other side, somebody that me personally would not want to bet against here. I would only be betting with Jose Quintana at this number at minus 115, just because the experience is there and he seems to be trying to put together a really good year already. Only thrown in 7 games, but you see the ERA sitting at 2.77, 4-1 record. Only 15 walks, which is something you like to see. A low whip. Kolek, the young guy from A&M, I don't think that he's somebody on the road I'd trust against Quintana. So I'd go Brewers or pass here. If you look at the total at 8.5, Maybe under on this one. You know, I got to have a real strong feel for the over if I want to bet it. I got to really think there's a reason. And this isn't one that I have a feel for. So I'd maybe go under. And sorry for the graphics. I don't know how to fix this shit. No, that didn't do it. That didn't do it. And press a couple more buttons. If it doesn't fix it, I'll stop. That didn't do it. Well, that definitely didn't do it, guys. This is what I got left with. My bad. There's no option that fixes this. So sorry. It's just going to have to be my giant face in the middle of the screen with the graphic. So I lean Brewers here. I like the under. I'm not betting either. I'm passing on this game. Let me know what you guys in the chat like here. I'm going kind of quick through these today, guys, because I don't like seeing this graphic like this. If it's not going to look good, I'm not going to do it as long. It feels awkward. So we're moving on to the next one. Castillo on the mound for the Mariners. At a minus 160 price is probably a little low, maybe a little fishy. I'd probably put it at a minus 190 maybe. But I think he's going to go after the Angels here. I like the Mariners. I thought about taking them in the first 5. Simply put, I don't bet them because they don't score runs ever when I bet on them. So I didn't bet the Mariners here. Angels, I'd love to know what Wine Time's thinking about them. But like I said, Mariners are passed for me in this one. And go on to our last one, guys. Sorry I'm going through this, but the graphics are terrible. So Baltimore, A's, Severino, Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton is literally older than every one of us and every one of you in the chat. It's wild that he's still pitching. It's wild how bad the Orioles are playing this year. Severino, even at 1-5 for plus money, you take the A's right here. You don't bet this game. And there you go. Now I can move this. Sorry, I couldn't look at that shit anymore under my face. I think we got a call in backstage, and we got one more person that's going to bring us action. So we can get my face off the screen. Like I said, we're going to go to the call in first. Let me find the graphics for our guy. He brings us heat. It won't be in the MLB, but it will definitely bring money to your pocket. Kong's clip. Let's go. Kong, what up? What up?
What up, bro? Can you hear me?
I hear you good, man. I don't know if you just saw my debacle, like Troy said, cab versus graphics, but I had to move them, bro. I couldn't look at myself like that. So I'm glad you came through to save the day. What do you got for us, my man?
Well, I just wanted to make sure my audio was good. We have some storms here that are fucking with connection. But shout out to the chat, bro. It's Saturday. Fuck baseball. I'm going to take you guys to the NBA tonight. So I've been on Indiana, bro. I like them for the series, the plus 2.5 games. Tonight's not Indiana's night, especially in the first half. I'm going to be on OKC first half minus -7.5, minus 110. I just think OKC comes out and puts boots to ass early in this game. We know Indiana can come back late in the game, so I'm not messing with the full game, although I do believe it's an OKC spot. And then I'm going to be on Oklahoma City first quarter minus 3.5 and the under 55.5. That's a plus 240. Both teams playing defense. I think they come out tight in the first quarter. But I do think OKC runs away with this early. So it's a nice plus 240 spot. Off to the UFC we go. I'm on Patchy Mix and Joe Pyfer minus 105 parlay. That is the Kong Smash play of the week. Patchy Mix, new to the UFC, dynamic grappler. I think he gets the sub in this fight. And then Joe Pyfer fighting Kelvin Gastelum. It looks like David versus Goliath. Joe Pyfer's got massive size on Kelvin Gastelum. I think he knocks him out for the first knockout loss coming to Kelvin Gastelum in his career. Another parlay I have, Patchy Mix by sub and Joe Pyfer by KO. I have a half unit on it. It's plus 1,090. Both guys win condition. I think it's a great play. I love the play. And then I am on Sean O'Malley in the main event for a half unit, sitting at plus 250. Sean O'Malley's back, bro. Watching the weigh-ins and stuff, Marab don't look the same. He's not acting the same. Sean O'Malley looks confident as ever. And honestly, I think he wins by decision, as crazy as that sounds. It is sitting at plus 600. I'm just taking his money line. It's already fat enough at plus 250. And that's where I'm at today, bro. Good luck to everybody on their action today. Shout out to Troy Torrance. Hope your family gets well, brother. Shout out to Jose. Loving the perm. Not sure where he got his perm at, but it was beautiful. Shout out to Cad for holding the show down. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the motherfucking like button. Follow me on X at Kong's Clips. Love you guys. Kong, I'm out.
Hell yeah, Kong. Much love, man. Oh, shit, wrong one. They call them producers for a reason, and I am not one of them. I do the best I can, though, man. And what I can do is bring another person on to bring you guys some more best bets. But before I do that, I got to say this. Shout out to just my 2 cents in the chat. Shout out to my guy, Big Show. Shout out to Boston Nick, man. Good to see you. First show I ever did on Pub Sports Radio was with my guy, Boston Nick, man. Much love to you. Tune in tonight to those guys. They will be live for every fight in the UFC tonight. They've got action for you guys to tail now. They'll have live action for you to bet during the fights. They're going to make you guys money. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, pour up a drink, roll up a plane, and go join the UFC guys tonight here on Pub Sports Radio. And make sure and share it. Tell everybody you know. And while you're doing that, you got a chance to win $100. All you got to do is go to pubsportsradio.com right now while we're sitting here on the show. Get your phone out of your pocket. Don't be fucking lazy. Hit the fucking internet or whatever, the Google Chrome, type in pubsportsradio.com, hit competitions or contests in the right corner, and join the UFC competition. It's free to join, and you could win $100 if you win. So every week we do it, pubsportsradio.com. Everybody in the chat should be doing that right now. And without further ado, let's get to our last guest, bringing you guys best bets. Thank you to everyone who's still rocking with us, man. Ron Lofton, Justin, my guy Stacks, Bankroll Spence. Good to see you in there, T-Moss. And we just lost our last guest, man. What I can do is recap my action because I have a lot of it today in the MLB. As you know, I moved on the Cubs. They are up 1-0 against Detroit, so let's go. That's a decent start, but it is still just the bottom of the first inning. So I got the Cubs full game minus 120. I got Marcus Semien over 1.5 total bases minus 110, hits, runs, RBIs minus 110. And then I sprinkled the over 1.5 total bases at plus 135. I took the Phillies in the first 5 on the run line at minus 111. I took Ellie De La Cruz over 1.5 total bases at plus 101. And I took the first 5 over 3.5 minus 120 in the Houston-Cleveland game. It's a lot of action for me, man. You had a lot of action from Jose. You got Troy come up here and give you his action. You got Kong's Clips. You had Gorky. Not Sporky, not Spoon and Gorky, our guy Gorky, Jose. And we had Stacks. So you got tons of action today, man. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Subscribe to Pub Sports Radio if you haven't, and tell a friend. We've got to grow this channel, and the only way we do that is with you guys' help. So thank you, everyone. And that's it, man. We're out. Much love, guys. I'm going to end it with LJ. How about that?
From down south, where we ride on flair. From down south, where we ride on flair. From down south, where we ride on flair. From down south, where we ride on flair.
Pub Sports Radio's the crew, that's a fact. We all about bread, making bank accounts fat. Who the hell is that? LJ from the H. I stack green like Boston, shout out to Nasty Nate. From down south, where we ride on slab. 420 highway smoking with that boy Daby Cab. Fly out to Denver for the Nugget fans so we can smoke out J Money, cause you know that's our mans. Us against the bookies, put money in our pockets. Fly out to Vegas, meet up with Ski Profit. Hit the sports books, we got money to stack. Can't forget them college picks with that boy Conor Mack. Call up Dutch boy, cause you know we stay fresh. What's the strain of the day, homie? Watch the daily sesh. Roll up a paper plane, light up and spark me. If I need a strikeout prop, we gon' holler at Sharpie. Cross over to the West Coast and holler at Fam. If we talking NBA, I got to hit, try wham. Always tapping in, money's what we trust. If I need a team total, gotta hit nut flush, cause I'm Bishop of Bay, smoking straight to the chest. Gotta fly out to the beta, homie, moose money bets. From Brooks to West, cash and checks what we do, cause I'm hoop banging with Boss and the OG Ragu. If we need it under, I gotta hit no nose. If I ladder my prop, I gotta holler Big Show. Now we back to the East Coast for Nicky Fish tanks. We watching UFC, keeping money in the bank. Die Hard and Danny Betts and the whole damn crew. Nick's the only guy I know can drink a brew by his shoe, but hey, that's what he do. It is what it is. I can't forget that Jersey boy, that homie Billy Briz. If I need an ice pick, I go to Ontario, holler my ice guy, Ian Pavano. And if I need some advice in trying to cash, tune into Peter Loshak and Jimmy the Bad. And hit that like button, make sure that you smash it. The famous words of razor sharp picks, cash it. I'm on my poker shit, stacking my chips. If we ever lose a bet, man, we never gon' trip. Cause I'm Mike Knight M, pimp slap player of the day. Ron Crawford spreadsheet, what more can you say? It's how we stay paid each and every day. Can't forget about the producer, say hey Jose. Tell your mother, your father, your son, and your daughter, cause nothing's going down without the Don Jeff Slaughter. All you low baggers, hold it down in the chat. If you missed all that, the remix will be back.